with Scattered Trees. They're here at their record release party at Shuba's here in Chicago, Illinois. So, guys, are you excited for the big night? So, you guys have been waiting for a while for this. It's been a long anticipation.
It has. Yeah.
So, have you guys been up there? Have you guys seen the crowd?
Yeah.
Well, I've been kind of hermiting down here.
I've been up there. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
How many have you guys been playing shows like recently, or?
Yeah, we've been doing spot dates around a little bit.
Yeah. But this is like the big full-on like start of the show, start of the tour, start of everything.
Yes, we're actually going to start touring in the beginning of June. We're doing a small tour later, actually in the middle of May, doing the Midwest, and then we're doing a U.S. tour in the beginning of June, or mid-June to the beginning of August.
Oh wow, this is gonna be a long trip. You guys ready to go on the road? Or?
Oh yeah.
Have you guys been on the road before, or is this?
Never for that amount of time, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. So where you guys like camp? Where you guys staying at? You just doing like a whole?
That's all to be determined right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably a lot of couches.
Yeah.
You have a lot of
surfing.
Like girlfriends, boyfriends that stay at home, or?
We actually have a lot of girlfriends who are going to ask to stay on their couches.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're going to make boyfriends and girlfriends wherever we go. That's what we'll stay.
Let's tell the story of how you guys met. Like, how did this all come together, you know?
Well, I was writing music and getting music together for a record, and I went to school in Rockford, and so I met up with a lot of these guys, because when we were younger we were kind of playing in the music scene and rubbing shoulders, and so I kind of asked them to come and play on the record, and so we were doing these recordings together, and it's sort of over 2 records probably, it really solidified into the group that it is now.
Right. And you guys are all friends?
Yeah.
Nice.
Besties.
Besties. What would you call it, the concept album, though?
I don't know. I've gotten that question a handful of times, and I just don't know what to say. Like, it was never on purpose a concept album, and I feel like to be a concept album, it has to be like written that way on purpose.
Yeah.
And so in that respect, it's not a concept album because it's just a a total just flow of consciousness onto this, onto the record, and so there was no preconceived end, when these songs were being written. And so in that way, I don't think it's a concept record. But then again, it's all about one thing, it's all about basically one thing. So it kind of dances the fence a little bit. Well, my dad passed away coming up on a couple of years ago, and this record was just how that grief took shape for me, and it helped me work through some things, and songwriting is just like my way to do that. And so to be able to put something that might be spilling over onto everything about your life, like into a 3-minute thing that you can put down and not think about, is really, really valuable. So this record was really, really good on that level for me, and creatively it was I don't know, beauty from ashes kind of thing. Yeah. And also with the band, we were in a place where we were all over the United States, and so with this record, it was kind of like, I really want to do this as Scattered Trees, and I was sending the demos to everybody, and we all got really excited about it and made it work, and it's been the thing that kind of pulled us all back together and gave us a chance to go at it like we always wanted to. So.
Well, there's always like one song though that kind of sparks something. Like off of this record, which one was that for?
Probably a conversation about death on New Year's Eve. That for me was like a point where it actually was written on like January 1st, 2010.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so it was, after a big New Year's party and this thought process I was going through. So, but I was just alone in my apartment with my acoustic guitar, and I was just like, shit, like, this could be really good, and it felt like this song could like bring the caliber of the whole record up, and so that for me I think was probably the tip of the arrowhead. When I was in Minnesota for the funeral, like in my old bedroom with football wallpaper, I started writing this thing that it didn't finish until right before we recorded, but that was the first thing that started, was that first verse of Where You Came From, and so that was kind of the seed of the album.
The song "Swear to God." Now, was religion like a real big aspect of your life, or is it in like, I mean, to bring it, it's pretty honest for a musician to put that on an album, because it could be very polarizing. It's like,
It was, yeah. In my growing up, I was raised in a really strong like religious tradition, and so being like literally from when you're a baby to when you graduate high school and even beyond, like told that this is what life is about and this is what happens when you die and things like that, in a couple of years before my dad passed away, I was thinking about these things for myself, and I was like, I just don't know if anyone can know that for sure. And so this healthy questioning came into my process. And when my dad died, it was just, I was still in a spot where I was, and not in a progress sort of point of view, but I was in a place where I was thinking, if what I was told as a kid is true, then I just have to keep changing my idea of what God is as I keep living more, because it just doesn't make sense.
conflict of putting it on the album at all?
Oh, totally. Yeah. There was. I mean,
should we?
It was a conversation had many times.
Yeah.
Because it was like, that was really hard, because the chorus is so, you can misunderstand it so easily.
Yeah.
Like if that's the only thing that you hear, and you don't hear me say "so" at the beginning of it, it doesn't sound, rebellious, or it doesn't sound like contrary.
The label management, they're like, well, maybe you shouldn't play it for these showcases. We don't
Oh,
want
really?
to like throw people
yeah.
off. Because I think at the end of the day, because we all grew up in like the same background, and the nice thing about being friends for so many years, like we all kind of came in growing up asking those questions together and being able to sort that through with each other. And yeah, I think the biggest issue, at least as far as I was concerned with, like when we were questioning, should we put it on there, should we not, or should we play it, should we not, like we really just wanted to be honest. We didn't want to be a band that came across as trying to make some kind of a statement, one way or the other.
Because we're not.
Yeah,
it's just being honest. It's just the art I had to make, and it's the art that we had to make on that record, and that's why the decision was made to put it on, because it's an important piece of this. These 9 songs are saying one thing, and without that, it's missing something.
Yeah.
I hope people don't expect us to only write about death and only, write mid-tempo 90s sounding songs, Like, I want to be able to just write however we want and whatever we're feeling, and that's been cool to see, because we've been writing a lot lately, and it's been a lot of fun, because, like, we said that on Sympathy, so now we're branching into other subjects, and it feels good. That's really not a story.
No,
it's like a tree line, and then some mountains that are blue.
Nice. That, like, I got mine like this. I had a solid one. I mean, that must have like hurt really bad though.
Yeah.
The shade, like filling in is the hard part.
Oh man, he was on my couch just like for the rest of the day, just like.
I basically had like a Popeye forearm on one arm.
Yeah. I mean, because it has a scab. I can't imagine. I've never seen it that big before.
Well,
so
I
like,
get that a lot.
That must yeah. So how long did it? I mean, how long did it take to like finally like go? All right, well, I guess I have a tattoo now.
Oh, it was hours for sure.
Yeah.
It was multiple sessions, so.
Oh, so it was okay. It was not one sitting where it's.
Yeah,
that's
well, I mean,
kinda
like
your arm
one
falls.
sitting and then.
The shading was
4
all
weeks.
sitting.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Do you have any other tattoos, or like do you?
Yeah, I have a lot of other
tattoos. Cool.
I guess we should tell you it's actually a sticker.
It's right. Just put it on.
It's
apply
a
it before.
I got it in zebra stripe gum.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt that bad.
Nice. So now I mean, aside from the tour, you got the whole year ahead of you. You got this new album. What's your agenda? What's the plan other than touring? Like, what do you got?
There may not be another plan other than touring.
Yeah, so that's it.
We really just want to like pound the road and like play all over as much as we can and tour as much as we can. Cause now's the time, so we're ready to do that.
And you've been cooped up all winter probably too.
Yeah, and ready to tour.
Yeah.
So now everything's lined up. And
And there's like different promotional things that obviously rolling out as a result of being on the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, mean, the bulk of it is just like, let's just get out there and start.
We're buying a van.
Oh, really?
That's a big step for us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Pretty sad about that.
And we're taking name suggestions. So.
Okay. Well, maybe we could run a contest on that one.
Yeah.
Let's
do it. Let's do it. And then whoever wins gets to buy the van for us.
Oh, nice. That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this. This has been a great time. Like, you guys are great. And I'm really looking forward to your show upstairs. And the rest of the year. I mean, are you going to be coming back to Chicago after this?
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, we're based here, so I'm sure we'll be playing when we're back and stuff like that.
Cool. Well, do you have like any street fests that you've done around the area?
Taste of Lincoln Avenue was on there.
Awesome.
Well,
Well, that's my home. I'll be there. So yeah.
We may be playing in your living room.
Yeah, right. Nice.
you got a couch.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, my girlfriend would love that one. Yeah. So, but thank you very much, and awesome. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.